everyone. I'm back. I don't even know if I can say that. Like, do I have enough subscribers I can even say that? Whatever. I'm back. I took a little break because, well, I'm gonna kind of tell you why. So, today I'm gonna be talking about, kind of nervous. Why I'm like not really afraid of death anymore, and like why, like kind of like my thoughts on it, and also why I don't really have death anxiety anymore. Okay, so starting off, why my dad, let me fix my light. How's that? Oh, my eyes look good, but I'll blind myself. My dad, he died last week, and he had cancer, and it was like going on for a long time, and I was very anxious. I was very anxious about him, his health. I'm away, like I'm in college right now, so it wasn't really like feasible for me to come home all the time and like spend a lot of time with him, like not as much time as like my brother or my mom could spend with him, because I'm obviously away and I'm not like close. Like I mean, it's not like super far, I'm 3 hours, but like far enough that I can't go home every weekend. But when I came back from winter break, I went home every weekend. This is the first weekend I'm going to be spending at school because he had surgery and wasn't doing well, and it got really bad, and I ended up just coming home all 3 of those weekends so far out of the first month of school, which is what I wanted. I wanted to be at home with my dad and my family. But yeah, I was really anxious while I was here. I had really bad like depressive like episodes, I guess you could say. Yeah, my anxiety, I already like have anxiety about other things, but this is like the worst anxiety. And I never told him that because I didn't want to worry him, but a lot of it was because of him. I don't know where I'm going with this, but like so upset that he obviously died, but it's like, and I don't like saying like passed away. Like I think that people use people use passed away or die, like they're all interchangeable. There's probably other stuff too, it's like interchangeable. I don't like passed away. I feel like that like dances around the fact that like the person died, you know, like, and I want to unfortunately like make it seem as real as possible. So when I'm telling people why I've been out of school or like what's going on, like I just say like he died, which is very blunt, but I think that that's the point, and I think that that is helping me like come to terms with it, and I don't really want to. Like it sucks, but you have to, you know. I was talking with my roommate the other night, and I was like, I don't know, like I'm kind of feeling better. Like, should I be feeling guilty that I'm feeling better? And she was like, no, like it's so normal to feel better because you know that whoever you love is no longer in pain and is no longer dealing with whatever they were dealing with. And I was like, I guess. And something that helped me like think better about that, because for a while I was like, oh my god, he didn't get, one of his dreams was to go to do a pilgrimage in I don't know why, he's not religious, do a pilgrimage in Spain, and he wanted to do, I forget what it's called something, a 30-day like hike or something. He was gonna take my whole family and like force us all to go on it. I was upset because I was like, of course I'm upset, but I was upset also because he didn't get to go on his hike, he didn't get to do this, he didn't get to see that, he didn't get to do it. Like there's certain things he probably wanted to do other than that, those that I just knew about, that he didn't get to do. And that was upsetting to me, not even for myself, but I was like, he didn't get to do that. He didn't get to see that. He didn't get to experience that. But there's a lot of things people say about death. I'm not a religious person, so the whole, like, he went to heaven, he went to hell. Okay, he would never go to hell. He would never, my king. But, he went to heaven, like, other stuff like that, like, has never, like, not appealed to me. None of it appeals to me, but has never, like, appealed to me. But I, like everyone does, like the people that are religious, like the people that are spiritual, want something bigger to, like, relate yourself to. For me, I came up with this, like, idea that is, however much time you have here on earth, and I probably didn't come up with it, I'm probably making that up, but I thought about it and I was like, this is, like, what I believe. So however much time you have here on earth is predetermined. You don't know how long it is. No one knows how long it is, but it is predetermined. You should live every day like it's your last. And my dad truly did. He was making the most of every situation. He was having the most fun. He is the most fun person that I know. I do think it's predetermined, and I think that you can do things that you think are gonna, like, change your, like, destiny. I don't know what I really believe about destiny. Like, is destiny predetermined? I honestly do think so. Like, I think it's, like, a destiny, like, prophecy type deal, where it's, like, everything you do is predetermined. And, like, let's say you hear, like, you know, like, the stories where they're, like, the Greek gods or whatever, like, hear about the prophecy and they don't like it, so they try and change it. But at the end of the story, the prophecy ends up, like, fulfilling. Like, they fulfill the prophecy whether they want to or not. I think that's kind of what, like, our lives are like. You can do things that you think are gonna, like, prolong your life or make it better or something, but the universe already has that accounted, so, like, they already know that. So I think that however long you are here on this earth is how long you get, and you don't, like, necessarily know how long it's gonna be, but in terms of, like, my dad, because that's, like, what just happened to me, he was 52, and I think that the universe, for whatever fucked up reason, thought that 52 years was enough. Whoever is up there, the universe, decided that 52 years he had seen enough, he had done enough, he had loved enough, he had been enough, and that was all he had to do. He'd done enough good on earth. He had done everything that he needed to do in this life. He got married, he had 2 kids, he taught, he learned, he did everything that he was supposed to do in his years here, and that, for whatever reason, was enough. We'll never know the reason, you know? But I do think that everything he was supposed to do in his time here, he did. Everyone, when somebody dies, the people left behind are like, his life was cut short. Was his life short? Yes. 52 is, like, young. It's so young. But was his life cut short? I'm gonna argue no. I'm gonna argue no, because the universe decided that that was it. He had done enough. He did everything that he was supposed to do while he was here, and he did it. That was enough. So that makes me feel a little bit more grounded, I guess, and, like, better about it. Does it still make me anxious? Yes, because we will never know what happens after death, which obviously freaks me out. And me not being religious, I'm not like, oh, well, it's, like, eternal bliss. I don't even know if that's how it works. What is heaven? Eternal bliss? Because I know hell's eternal suffering. That's all I know. But heaven is, like, eternal positivity. I don't know. But I don't really believe in that. I don't really know what I believe in happens. But so that does freak me out a little bit. But it gives me less anxiety, and it freaks me out less if I am choosing to believe the narrative that I'm feeding myself right now, which is however much time you have is enough. You will do everything you are meant to do. You will see everything you are meant to see. You will meet everyone you are meant to meet. Like, I think down the road, there are going to be people that I wish my dad would have met. But I think I'm going to have to keep telling myself he wasn't meant to meet them. That was it. That was all he was supposed to do. He met everyone he was supposed to meet. He saw everything he was supposed to see. That is what I'm choosing to believe. And as much as I am still so sad, it's giving me a little bit of... Actually, it's giving me a lot of peace, honestly. And I think that that's something that I can take with me, not just through this hard time, but there will be more hard times. There will be more deaths, unfortunately, that I'm going to have to go through. And this is something that is going to serve me well. And it's not saying that my opinions and thoughts and beliefs and feelings might not change. But for right now, this is what I'm choosing to believe. And I think it's a really interesting concept that I think that the universe just knows, whether you don't know, but the universe knows that you did everything you're supposed to do. There is not, like, unfinished business to me, like, doesn't exist. Like, there is not a single thing that my dad did not do to the best and most complete extent that he could while he was here, you know? He did it all. He did everything he was supposed to do, and I keep repeating that, but that's what I believe. Like, I think it's true. There's nothing left undone. And I think that is... It's horrible, but I think that it's beautiful. And would it be easier if we knew how long we had, and then that would be like, oh, well, I would have done more, or I would have, seen more, like, said more, but I don't think it matters. I think that is similar to, like, the fables and the stories of people trying to change the prophecy. It doesn't work. You could know however many years you are allotted and be like, okay, I'm going to fit as much in. But however much you fit in is what's already predetermined for you. Does that make sense? I don't know. So, I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about it. And that has made me a lot less anxious, a lot more, like, not grounded, but, like, kind of, a lot more grounded and a lot more grateful, honestly, because I think that I could be sitting here being like, well, we didn't get to go on the hike. I'm mad. I could be mad. I have absolutely no anger, and it's extremely possible and likely that I just haven't reached the anger yet. But as of right now, I have absolutely no anger. I have no frustration. I have sadness, yes. But I think that he just wasn't meant to do that, you know? And I think that there, like, maybe I keep talking about the stupid pilgrimage he wanted to go on the hike. But I think maybe he brought that up and talked about it all the time, that he wanted to do that, and he never did it because he wasn't meant to. But maybe I'm meant to. Maybe my brother's meant to. Maybe my mom's meant to. But that's already predetermined for me. If I go on that hike or not in my lifetime is already set. It's just all like a cycle, I guess. That's just kind of like scratching the surface of how I feel about it. But it's helped me be a lot less anxious, and it's a lot easier to feel and let go and sit with the sadness if I'm not simultaneously anxious. Now that I've come up with this like story that I can, every time I start to get like angry, I'm like, he wasn't meant to do that. It kind of snaps me back into reality where I'm like, okay, like, you're right. He did everything he was able to do, which was everything he was meant to do. And that makes me feel a lot better. So, yeah. And it helped me a lot, and I think that maybe it could help somebody else if they are struggling whether to believe whatever religion they believe, or believe something spiritual. If you are feeling stuck and like you don't know what to believe, because that's kind of how I was, literally just make something up. I just made that up, and it is making me feel so much better. And whether it's fake or not, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So, yeah. But I hope this helped somebody, maybe. And see you later.